Hi, this is Barry Branton. Um, I'm holding a digital, well, of course it's digital. It's basically my phone, and I've got it in front of my computer screen. And I've got here a folder which has, if you look here, you can see it. It's CDL manuals. So I've got the manuals for every state, okay? And I get a lot of questions like, is this good for, are these questions good for this state? Like, are these questions good for New York? Or are these questions good for California? Or are these questions good for Pennsylvania? You get the idea, okay? So the reason I'm bringing it up right here is because essentially they're all the same manual. So I'm going to show you. This is the basically your federal manual. This is the template by which all manuals are basically they're cookie cutter versions. You can see this is what the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration puts out, and it's basically a real basic CDL manual. So let's just look at the table of contents. Table of contents, you've got introduction, driving safely, transporting cargo safely, transporting passengers safely, air brakes, combination vehicles, doubles and triples, tank vehicles, hazardous materials, school bus, vehicle, that should be vehicle inspection, basic vehicle control skills test, and on-road driving, okay? So this is the main one that is put out by the federal government, and it's basically given to all the other states. So let's go ahead and take a look at, I recently got a question about Florida. So here's the Florida manual. Look, oh, it's basically the same. It looks very much the same cover. They've changed a few things. In the front of the CDL manual, they'll put stuff that's specific to the state, like special laws and that sort of thing that apply to that state. But that's the first part. But if you get to the table of contents, which is after this, so you get past all this stuff and you get to the table of contents. Now here we go. Table of contents: introduction, driving safely, transporting cargo safety, transporting passengers, air brakes, section 5, remember that, air brakes, combination, doubles and triples, tank vehicles, hazardous materials, school buses. Let's get the rest of it. Pre-trip inspection, remember the federal called it vehicle inspection, but it's really vehicle inspection. Here they say pre-trip inspection. 12 is basic control skills test and on-road driving. It's basically the same information. So let's go and take a look at another one. Let's go to, say, a question about Texas. So now Texas manual, I'll tell you, I've looked at all the manuals, and the one that I like the most is the Georgia manual. But it's really the same manual, but it's got a lot of cool pictures and stuff. And it's basically very nice. I like it the best. Then I think California, I like that manual second. Here's our table of contents. Remember, prologue, introduction, driving safely, transporting cargo, transporting passengers safely, air brakes, chapter 5, or section 5, combination vehicles, doubles and triples, tank vehicles, hazardous materials, school bus, vehicle inspection. See, they didn't even change it here. Basic vehicle control skills test, on-road driving. Then they have a second section here they added it to the back. Special requirement for Texas commercial motor vehicles. Okay, so let's go to another one. Let's take a look at Georgia, since I keep talking about Georgia. So here we go to Georgia. We're going to click on their manual. And look at that. Isn't that awesome? That's the 2016. I'm probably going too fast. Let's go a little slower. It's really nice. It's a lot of wonderful ads and stuff. But basically, now the first part is about the introduction, okay? And then they go to driving safety. So maybe, let's see if I can find it. Section 2. Driving safely. Let's see if is there a table of contents. Let's take a look here. Okay, we're going to get to it somewhere. So many ads. Okay, looks like the table of contents. Here they go. Table of contents. Page 1, page 2, page 3. And look at this. Look at this guy here. This guy training. So they've got some training ads in here. Please forgive my hand from wobbling over here. I'm trying to hold this thing as best I can. Okay, so here we go. Table of contents. Introduction. Driving safely. Transporting cargo safely. Transporting passengers safely. Air brakes. Combination vehicles. Doubles and triples. Tank vehicles. Hazardous materials. School bus. Vehicle inspection. There, they did fix it. Basic vehicle control skills test. On-road driving. Does that sound familiar? All right. Let's take a look at another one. Let's go. Which one comes up a lot? Let me think here. Primarily the ones I've mentioned. But I'll take a look at this one. I can show you one that they haven't even changed at all. I think it's Iowa. This one is basically they didn't even put the name of the state in front of their where it says CDL manual, commercial driver's license manual. They usually have the state right in front of commercial. They'll put like Nebraska or Idaho, but this one, no. They just left it. What they got was basically they went with it. They didn't make a single change, nor did they add anything. So this might as well be the federal cookie cutter version. So I thought this was very interesting. They haven't made a single change to their manual. So it's the same stuff, you see? Introduction, driving safely, transporting cargo safely, transporting passengers safely, air brakes, Chapter 5, combination vehicle, doubles and triples, tank vehicles, hazardous materials, school bus, vehicle inspection, basic vehicle control skills test, on-road driving. It's all the same thing. So where do the questions come from? The questions come from the manual. There we go. See, I've got a playlist which just covers section 1, which covers all the subsections of chapter 1. And basically the questions come that are on the general exam that you take. It's taken from basically this part here. It tells you basically what studies to section to study for your general knowledge. So, and really it boils down to what type of license that you want to get. So if you're going to be a school bus driver, they'll tell you where you're going to get a job. They'll tell you, well, you need a Class B CDL license. You need to get the school bus passenger endorsement, and you need to get the excuse me, got a phone call coming. Hey, just hold on just a second. I'm right in the middle of doing something. Just 1 second. School bus passenger endorsement. You need the passenger endorsement. It's the school bus endorsement. That's one. And then you need the passenger endorsement. That's another one. And then you need your general knowledge. And if your bus has air brakes, then you need to take the air brakes. And you'd have to also do a vehicle inspection on air brakes. So there you have it. Thank you. And please remember to like and subscribe. Okay, have a great day. Bye-bye.